Good morning, Pip Sniper. What's up, guys? Good morning. What's up, Gamer Cat? What's up, Jake? How are you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys are well rested. We are taking it slow this morning. Price finally created a new high up here, so this is our starting point, and this is our first swing high, our point of interest that we're just gonna kind of work off of, and then we're gonna let price develop. It doesn't look like we've got really any news coming out today. So it looks like we could just see price kind of chop up and develop as we go. No, so the time changed. So it's actually 8:41 a.m. right now. So it's you could see on the chart here, this candle we're in right now is 8:40 a.m. I don't know how the time change works across the world, but I know we lost an hour. So, what's up, Anthony? Good to see you, brother. So we should be I've never even looked into that to see how the time change works across the world. But yeah, it definitely changed yesterday and we lost an hour, so that's why it probably seems earlier wherever anyone's at if their time didn't change. Oh, does it? That's crazy. I wonder why it's inconsistent like that and why it changes at different times around the world. I've never looked into it, I guess. Okay. But yeah, when it comes to the daily range right now, we're inside of this daily range. I mean, technically, we broke out of this one on the second candle that we were in, but we're really consolidating up at the top here. And we did see that we already know this is like inside of supply, daily fair value gap. Price could come lower, could go higher, but all we know right now is that we're kind of stuck here. So especially with no news, I don't see it going crazy in one direction or another, but we could probably see just some clean price action within here. I should probably turn that ringer off. Okay, let me turn the brightness up. But we're locked in. We're locked in for the day. We gotta bring this cash or this prop account back up out of the gutter though. That's for sure. Not really the gutter. I mean, we lost one trade, but we're gonna start a new win streak this week, and yeah, it's gonna be a good thing. Let me see how much price is even moving though today too. That's a 13 pip little range right here. So I mean, we definitely have got some movement. What time was this? This was at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock price dropped over 50 pips for what? That's today too, huh? Yeah, price is moving today. Price is moving, even in this little tiny range right here. That's 13 pips, so we'll get our push easy, but... What's up, Michael? Good morning. What's on my phone? Looks like some of you guys already traded in London. Alright, as of right now, price is just pushing down further. We established this high and now these candles are just coming lower and lower, so we'll see kind of what happens. Even inside of that daily range that we're in though, we took the previous day high and low, which was like right here. Let's just look at it in the chart. Right there and right there, yeah. And now we're back inside it. So the only indication that gives us is price could either go up or down. Doesn't strongly indicate one or the other. I guess we can look at which one it hit first though, which was down and then it hit the outside, so it could go up and then target these highs. Because creating this sweep first and then this sweep, it established the trend as upward, so but we're gonna trade the candles, not just an idea of the candles. This candle's pushing lower too, so we're not going to draw it on yet, but we do know it is going lower at this point. Alright, candle close. It's seemingly gonna be a slow morning. We're gonna have to do a Zoom and get you guys on here on the call. That way we could talk in person while we wait. I feel like that'd be cool one day though. I'd have to figure out how to get it set up so that we could do that, but it might be a good idea for the stream. Do like a smaller private Zoom call with like the main group of us. That way we can like talk and stuff on mic or something while we wait for our setups. Just for the quick time while we stream. If anyone knows how to do that, put it in the chat and maybe I could figure out how to get that set up if anyone does want to do that with me. I don't know if you guys saw, but we're back to the green candles. We were 100% back to the green candles. Small changes like this change everything. No, I'm kidding, but yeah, we do like the green candles. What's up, Animesh? Good to see you. What did I do wrong? Let me try one more thing. That's not right. Hmm. Alright, we've got an established low. Price did not close lower. Price actually switched directions at this point, so let's do this. Just to keep a clean record. We'll push down and then up. That's not working. Let's do this. This would be our first break lower. If we close lower, then we would be looking for a second in that direction. Which would probably, if we started breaking lower, that'd probably be in the opposite direction than what I thought would probably happen, but let's see. Gamer Cat, we'll catch the win. We'll catch the win. We'll catch the win. It'll be the right thing to do after Friday. We'll catch the win. I don't know if you saw the chat though, Gamer Cat. I'm doing 7 pip take profit and 21 pip stop loss though. Just so you know. Everyone should, trade it how they want. Honestly, if there's some of you in here who have been following along and you even want to try different things too, like at the end of the day, we've got this model figured out. If you guys have been watching any length of time now, like we know that this is probably our most profitable model that we've ever traded, which is just the double break on any time frame really. If you guys try different things, like even positive R, 1-to-1 risk to reward, negative, I'm trading negative risk to reward right now. Now you could even essentially be taking the same trades, but you could even be doing something completely different on the management. There's a million different ways to manage it, right? One way, I think, if you ever wanted to try to do positive R, I would suggest not doing a take profit and kind of just trailing stops and whatnot. I think a trailing stop model would work perfect on this. Where do you put the initial stop loss though? I don't know. There's a million different ways to run it. I'm just telling you guys how I'm running it this week. I'm just going to run it with a 7 pip take profit, 21 pip stop loss. But you guys run it however you want, and that's the only part we'll kind of always be tweaking, just depending on where we're at, how we're doing, how we feel. But the model is what we got locked in at this point, the double break. Jake, you can ignore these daily candles. They probably look more similar to this. This is probably the right, yeah, this is probably how they should be looking. So honestly, I'm not too set. What the heck? Yeah, they do look way different. You can ignore these. I don't really, I kind of look at them and draw those things on, but I'm not trading off of them. This is IG's daily candles. If you look at IG's 5-minute candles too, they're all messed up. You'll see like how they're just like not even. Like you can see like this candle ended here, but this one opened up here. Like they're just constantly not even. So I don't trade their candles. It's just my cash account. And then I trade the Forex.com candles. So yeah, don't worry about this mess. This is the real daily candles we've got. All right, let's go 5 minute. 5 minute we close lower. So we'll just do some remapping really quick. This is where we're at right now. We need it to bottom out again and create another low and then sweep. Yeah, I'll take that stuff off there so it doesn't confuse anyone, because we're not actually trading that. I was just looking at the previous day low and high and whatnot, but that would have been better, I guess, on here, which we can do that. We can do that. Let's just see the candle range we're actually in. So, you know, looking at the actual daily candles and sweeping that high there, we could be targeting this low here. So, like, what's that look like on the 5-minute? Yeah, we could be coming lower. So that actually makes more sense. Looking at the correct daily candles, these ones are just all jacked up from the way IG prints their price. It's the weirdest thing. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 daily candles up there too, and this looks like it doesn't even have as many. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that time change has IG messed up. We went back an hour and IG went forward a whole day. So I don't know what happened. IG went forward a whole day. It's all good though. Usually there's no discrepancy once you're actually like in the trade and where price is at and all that, so we're good. But just so you guys know too, the prop account, we're up 1.3%. Took a little hit on Friday, but we were down 5%. We were down 5% on this, and now we're up 1.3% on the prop account. We had brought it up 4.5%, but yeah, that hit Friday it's all good, but because like if you think about it, we brought it up like 9.5 thousand, and then we lost like 3,000, so we're still up like 6.5 thousand from the lowest point. So we're getting up there. We'll get it to the profit target in the weeks to come for sure. Yeah, those daily candles are crazy. But yeah, I'm glad you said that, Jake, because looking at the actual daily candles actually supports what we're doing more than those others. Let's do this. 2 seconds. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Uh-oh. Josh is here. Yeah, I forgot about him too. I said on Sunday when it happened that if they take 1 hour, I take back two. So that's what I did. I took back 2 hours and slept in. They do it on purpose, though. Oh my gosh, you guys know I go a little deep sometimes, but if you actually understood why they're still doing time changes, it is purely for the for some bad reasons. Now, these candles are breaking lower, so let's drag that on before we get into this. But if you guys know why they initially started doing the time change, it was because it was literally for the reason it's called daylight savings, right? To save some daylight for the people working, for the farmers, stuff like that. And so when we didn't have electricity and lights and stuff like that, and we just, worked off candlelight and whatever, they would set time back an hour for the sake of people having more time in the day to work and having more daylight. Now, why in the world are we still doing this then? Why are we still setting the time back? We have to ask ourselves these questions, right? Because no one's asking them for us. They're doing it purely for the purpose of disrupting entire regions' circadian rhythm, or whatever it's called, the sleep rhythm. And in disrupting it, you can significantly weaken a people. Because why in the world are we still doing it? Right? Think about it. We have electricity, we have lights, people are working 24/7. So, I don't know. I'm going to leave that with you guys. I'm done talking about it, but I don't like it. So, um that's why Josh is late today. That's why he's late. So, no, I'm just playing, brother. But yeah, that stuff goes deep. If you really look into like why we change the time, stuff like that. It's important questions to ask. We might actually see a setup soon. We got 2.5 minutes. We'll see if price bottoms out here. And then if we get a second break lower, we'll be good. While we're waiting for that to set up, it could be about 7.5 minutes. We've got nothing immediately happening. I'm gonna go get coffee number 2. It is Monday. Sometimes we only need one, but today is Monday, so we need 2. If you guys need anything to drink or whatever, this is super important too. When you trade, knowing your time in between. If you have time to go do something, 5-minute candles have been helping with that. When we traded the 1-minute candles, you guys know we couldn't get up for anything. So we got about 7 minutes before anything happens, and if anything does happen, this candle will close like this. We would create a low and then close lower on that subsequent candle and then take a trade under there. We'll see if that happens. So we'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get coffee and we'll be back. Think about that time change thing. It might open some people's eyes. Alright, candles are pushing higher now. That's where we're at. See how these candles start to print, because if you guys see how this candle has already formed a high right here, if this forms another high, and then we decide to break above both of these, we could see prices run higher. Not an insane amount, but enough. Yeah. But we'll see how these candles play out. Still got 3 minutes before this one closes. Ideally, we don't want it to close below or above there, or even to go above there in order to form that new high for a potential setup, but I gotta check something. Oh, bless me. Sales could be happening soon. Ah, sorry guys. We might have to get ready for sales here soon. Yeah, the time change. Yeah, it's it'll sneak up on you. They don't really warn you about it. It just happens one night. You wake up, it's a different day. Alright, so this is going to 100% be an established high. I just think we're running from it now. Grab liquidity inside of here, and then ultimately going for shorts down here. So we'll get ready to take a sell position. But we would be selling essentially below here. So sells below here, buys above here, but now we've got two areas to look for a setup. We broke one slower, and then this is first, second. Okay. Let's put this down, that way we know where we're at. I'm gonna get the Telegram ready for a sell. I don't know if we're gonna take one, but just want to have it ready. Just want to have it ready. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards the sells now. Anything could happen though. Okay, where are we at? Yeah, a little bit slower today, but we did look in the towards the beginning. Like it does look slower, but like this is a 21 pip range on the 5 minute chart. Like this move right here in one 5 minute candle is like probably 30 pips. So it just looks slower just because of how much it's been moving recently. But yeah, it's I mean it is chopping a little bit here. Let's see. Might be going for buys though. That's why we wait for it to tell us, right? Because then we guess and then it could do anything at that point. Let me switch that Telegram signal though, because now we're leaning more towards the buy side. Alright. Yeah, with GamerCat, we need to make sure this trade wins though for sure, because we don't want to breach this account. We've got a little bit of room left. So this could be another established show, but remember guys, we don't count that 2 consecutive rows. Like we're not doing trend line breaks. It's gotta be, they gotta be going like this. We want to go with the momentum. We should see something happen soon though. It's gonna break out one side or the other in the next like maybe 15 minutes because we've got 9:30 coming up here in 4 minutes after this candle closes. So some volume's gonna kick into the market. We'll just see if it's for buys or for sells. Yeah, we'll get a good weekend this week. We'll get a good weekend. Looked at the data and stuff, and I was like, oh, there's literally no reason not to switch it to 1 to 3 or 3 to 1 instead of 4 to 1. It gives us the ability to lose one trade a week and still have a profitable week. In most weeks, it's not even gonna lose one, but the weeks it does lose one, it's like, okay, we didn't just work all week for nothing. It's not like we did it for nothing, but at the end of the day, too, what's going to keep us moving forward psychologically best? You know what I mean? So these are things that have to be built into the strategy. So we'll make some headway with this. I'll be able to on the prop account too make 1% a trade, risking 3% instead of making 0.75% to make 3%. So I actually make it so we just need 10 winning trades total in order to pass. It's gonna be a good thing. It's only gonna help us. Right? Like the one trade it might lose that it shouldn't have once every few months is going to be fine considering the extra 2 pips every single trade will make. We're trying to find that sweet spot. We're trying to find that sweet spot when it comes to risk management. Negative risk management has been great because we win all the time. And it has just the best backtest results, like, period. Now, how can we, like, fine-tune it to a way that, like, man, we never have a reason changing it ever again, you know what I mean? And if that's the case, where we're at, where, we can make it so we win 4 trades a week, and then it just constantly every week we either win 4 trades or 5 trades. We either win 4 trades or 5 trades. That's the sweet spot, I think. Having, being kind of profitable this week, making some money, to winning every trade this week, making a ton of money, then making a little bit of money, then making a ton, then making a ton. And now we're seeing some serious momentum doing it like that. You know what I mean? So, but the way we had it set up last week, I mean, even though the back test is just beautiful with it, that's why I wanted to look at the data for switching it, because it's like, yeah, that 1 week where you just kind of sat on your hands all week for nothing. We want to do the things that are going to keep us moving forward. So I think this is a good thing. But if we did lose our first trade, well, the prop account's gone. But we would. I mean, we're still trading cash, but we would probably just trade cash after that for a little bit. But yeah, even if we lost the first trade, we would still be able to have a profitable week. So like that's the thing too. It's like, imagine trading a negative 4 to 1. If we lost this first trade, we would know for a fact that the rest of the week we have no chance of making money at all. So like that loss on Friday happened the last day of the week. But if it would have came up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, we would have known, oh, okay, we're not making money this week. If it came up Monday, we would have known we have no chance of making money this week. Like, so I think this is going to help us. I think it's literally the perfect sweet spot. Because if you do a 1 to 2, or a negative 2 to 1, I mean, where you risk $2 to make $1, that's you still have to win 4 trades a week. So we have the best system at this point to basically have it so if we win 4 trades, we're good. We afford 1 loss, and but giving it still as much breathing room, right? Like that 21 pips is like kind of the perfect amount of breathing room you need when you get this entry set up for just giving price the room it needs to push in your favor. I mean, the data shows that, our live tests show that, like that 20 to 21 pips is literally the perfect amount of breathing room. If you look in the chat at our past trades, you'll see like some of them needed like 15 pips to pull back, but after they did, they just pushed for us. It's playing around that. See, this is why we wait. I mean, once we understand how to track candles with this structure like this and actually identify what's going on, you could see that they're putting people in a position here to either to get into buys with stops right here or sells with stops right here. The thing is though, the market actually hasn't confirmed whether it's going one way or the other. So even though it's just kind of sitting right here, they're getting people to just kind of hope, right? Oh, I hope it's going to go up. Let's put our stops right here. Oh, I hope it's going to go down. Let's put our stop. But it actually hasn't even showed its hand yet. Like, it's just kind of sitting here. So I think that's why we've done well with this model too, is because we kind of just, I mean, it seems like we get into pushes late sometimes, but really we're getting in when they're just officially starting, when they're officially showing their hand. So yeah. Yeah, everyone was saying in chat don't trade on NFP too, but I mean, it didn't work out for us. But at the end of the day, if we would have won the trade, it wouldn't have been a problem, you know? So we can't, it's all resulting, all outcome bias. But even with everything going on here, guys, we're still just kind of waiting for price to either break below this line right here or this top line right here. These are our points of interest right now, right here and right here. We're going to be golden once we break out of one of those. If you guys aren't in the Telegram, go ahead and join. The link's in the video description. It's free. We put the trades in there, and we got a chat room too if you guys want. I really want the chat room to just be for the people in the streams though, and to tell the people in the streams about it. Because once it gets bigger, we're just gonna close it. Like probably once it's at like 50 people. It's at like 30 right now. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to switch the Telegram signal back to sell. I'm just gonna have it ready for whichever one's closer. The daily candles on Forex.com, those support price going down. So if we get price to go down, break below here, I'm pretty confident we'll get our trade today. I'm more biased for sells today than buys. But if the market shows us buys, we're gonna take buys. No, oh, you're talking about this internal true break right here. If we break below here, yeah, that would be an internal true break. That would be an internal true break. So so this false break range, it would be a collapse lower inside the range. So yeah, you're right. If we close below here, we're in for sells. Yeah, this is the true break right here. This is the internal true break. So we're just waiting for price to collapse below either. But there would be no upwards break until it closes above this top one, just because this one got wicked above, it didn't close above. But yeah, we're still waiting. It doesn't look like it's gonna close right now below there. Maybe on the next candle. But if this breaks, this would just be a false break, because we haven't false broke once yet. That was a wick. We need a close. Price still bullish. New York wants to come higher. It'll sweep. London move up. Yeah, Josh, I'm 100% in agreement with that. The only opposition I have to it is just if you look to the left on the daily chart, it's we're at a very important higher time frame area of interest right now. That price really could sell off of. Now here's the thing though. I think you're right, as in like we're bullish, and if people try to sell off at the wrong time, they're gonna get destroyed. I think we could potentially see price keep coming up and taking people out. and price could just play around in this area before it sells off. But I think at some point this week, I really do. At some point this week, I think price could sell off. Whether it's today, tomorrow, or Wednesday, I think one of those 3 days, probably closer to Wednesday, we could get a sell off like that. And whether it's a sell off or just a pullback in the uptrend, we're due for a pullback. Yeah, if it makes the high of the week today or tomorrow, and then it doesn't close higher, like let's say Tuesday wicks above Monday highs and doesn't close higher, that would be a perfect setup for to take price lower on Wednesday. Because we talked about it all last week, how the Wednesday candle moves off Monday and Tuesday. Let's look at it this week. Whether we take any trades off of it, I don't think we're going to. But let's look at I'll touch base with the Telegram. It's probably gonna be end of day. Yeah, because it would be end of day Tuesday, so like 5 p.m. Eastern Tuesday. Right when that Wednesday candle's opening. And I'll kind of give you guys my 2 cents on where I think it'll go based on how Monday and Tuesday open and close and all that. And if I could figure out a good entry and stop loss place, I might start taking those trades too. But like we predicted where last Wednesday's price went. You guys remember? We because this was Monday and Tuesday, and since Tuesday closed higher, we knew Wednesday was gonna go higher. We just didn't know like it's like how do you enter on the daily candle where and whatnot. But it went 162 pips higher. So we know about the interaction off those candles. We just need to figure out like okay, if we're gonna take one swing trade a week, where are we gonna take it when, some details that have to be ironed out on that type of thing, but I'm not worried about it right now because I'm really set on the day trading right now, the scalping. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It's been 9:30 happened 9 minutes ago too, so stock exchange open, but still hasn't made its move yet. So I don't know what's going on. People are enjoying a longer weekend or something. We got the Jolt's job opening tomorrow. Should be a strong dollar. So we could see price melt in anticipation for that, or we could see it accumulate and then take off. It could pump and then sell off like you're saying, Josh. But we got strong US dollar news tomorrow. Alright. That's where we're at. This is another low, guys, but at the same time, yeah, no, that would count because we're inside this false break right now. The first break. But no buys until we're above here. No buys until above here for me. Sells below here, buys above here. Oh jeez, what I press? I'm still leaning on the sell side. I am. I think we're accumulating right in here right now. We've already grabbed liquidity right here, right? You see that? We grabbed liquidity there. I think we're getting people to put stops below here. I think we'll take them. I don't know how far it'll go though, but this price will come all the way. Let's see. One day soon though, we're gonna have a bunch of funded certificates in the chat. It's gonna be soon. Oh, man. I'm gonna short if it closes under any of these. I'm not gonna buy though until it closes above here. But if it closes under any of these, because we already broke once right here. So this is our second consecutive break. This is our double break. But if we don't close below there and then we wick below those two levels, that would give it what it needs to go higher. And then if we close higher, we'll take it. But yeah, we'll see. If we close even below this one right here, we will short sell. We will short sell. I've got everything ready. I've got the prop account ready, Telegram ready, cash account ready. We just need to wait. Alright, 48 seconds. First trade for the week coming up. Maybe. Potentially. Make sure we're logged in. Oh. We'll wait. We'll wait for it to close. Even if we're a second late, that candle has to close below. Nope. Did not. We're also seeing this now. So we see price actually accumulating now right here. Now this would be a good sell off here, yeah. After that wick like that, and then failing to go higher and closing lower, we'd be in a good spot. Yeah, it could go either way. I still wouldn't be unless these two lines up here get swept, I wouldn't even be looking for buys though. This is all just internal stuff, but we haven't even had one close higher on the buys. This is our first close lower right here on the sells. This will be our second, our third, and then potentially our fourth right here. So we will be on the side of the money right now. But we'll see if we get that pullback today, like I'm thinking. But I don't know. The only problem though is we dipped below here first, right, and then came higher. But I don't know. We're in a range right now. We're not too concerned about what's going on overall. We're more concerned about immediate price action. Is price going up or down right now? Oh yeah, that would be a big stop. Dang, if that last candle would have closed, we would have had our move already probably. Close to it. Close enough to it, right? Oh yeah, we're golden. You know, it'd be cool to put on, let's see. The daily candle. Yeah, right there. This is our daily range right now. I kind of like this sometimes, having this on. So we know we got all that breathing room to fall. We got a minute 25. I'll play around. We're right at equilibrium for the day right now. We probably don't need that daily candle anymore, but we'll keep it for the time being. No, we'll get rid of it. We'll get rid of it. Let's just turn it off like that. We don't need to delete it, but alright, price is pulling back. Let's see if we close below any of these at this point. We got a minute. 1 minute left. Watch it flip now. That's what they want you to think, guys. That's what they want you to think. Oh gosh. That's what they want you to think. We're gonna get a wick fill though. And lower prices. Man, I'm stepping on something. Alright, I'm getting ready to sell off. Telegram's ready. Yeah, we're ready. It's gotta close below. We better make sure. Alright, I am in for sells right now. Telegram has been notified. Let's put on our parameters. 56 pips, definitely not. Alright, there we are. Let's get it on the prop now. What price did we get in at? It's kind of hard to see. It's not very clear. Alright. This is our prop trade. Put the parameters on now. Alright, this is where we're at, guys. Let's get that stop level. That's the most important, right? This trade better hit. This trade better hit, guys. If it doesn't, we're screwed. Oh, we're not screwed, but... Oh, what the heck? it not letting me put a stop and a take profit on this prop account? That was the weirdest thing. It better let me put it. I don't know why it's... Okay. We should be good now. I don't know what's with people's trading platforms. Trust me, gamer cat, these cells are golden. We're gonna get where we need to get to with it. We are on the side of where price is collapsing. It is just doing nothing but breaking lower. And it had just built up all this for the sake of going lower, right? This is where we're at, though. It's the world we live in. Alright, we got everything drawn on. So we can get rid of that. Alright, that's the picture of what we're trading. That's like the second or third time we've got the same entry, huh? I think... Oh yeah, my prop account and my cash account even got the same entry. Did we all get the same entry? That's how you know something's wrong. There's no way, like that would... We couldn't do that if we tried. They're filling us at the price they want us filled at. No, don't talk like... You're usually the one who says something like that. No, we're good, we're good. We're good, we're golden. Well, just so you guys know too, I don't think it's going to be much of a difference because of the 7 pips take profit, but if for whatever reason we happen to be in trades longer, I'm going to usually be on till 10:30. That way too, it keeps it so everyone has like everyone knows like how long we'll be on, like a 2-hour window in the morning. So like we're just going to go until then, and then we'll sign off if we're still in the trade. We got the chat room and stuff. We'll just keep you guys updated. But I'm just saying that just to say it. We've still got 35 minutes. We'll likely hit TP here soon. We are collapsing lower. These candles are closing lower, which is a good sign. Yeah, I'm 1 loss away too. That's why we're gonna win this trade. We're gonna win this trade. I don't think we'll catch 1 loss this week, period, let alone right now. We gotta just have that chronic optimism. The TP attractors. The TP attractors. We're gonna be good. We're gonna talk price start, take profit if we have to. Honestly though, we could hit 5 for 5 in a week with this risk to reward at complete randomness. Imagine how much more with this edge, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I said on those daily candles, I'm more in the opinion of making buys or sells happen than buys anyway. These rejections like this, and then sweeping this candle range that we're in, like let's just pop over back to the 5 minute. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think like we're trying to push higher right now, guys. I really do believe this low right here is probably our target this week. I really do believe that. I mean, just look at where we're at right now. Like, the reason I say this is because this is the type of stuff we point out as retail, like supply, demand, fair value gaps on like the lower time frames. But the stuff that like the institutional traders are looking for and pointing out are like the daily, the weekly, the monthly versions of these. And so like this is a pretty important point in price on the daily right now for sure. That I know for a fact a lot of big money has their eyes on this chart right now. Now, does that have anything to do with our day trade? No. I'm just saying that because you just always want to have a higher time frame perspective. We're gonna hit a longer win streak this time around though than last time. Last time we just hit 9. I say we at least go. We need to break the 15 trade win streak though for sure. So we're gonna go for 20 this time. We'll go the next 4 weeks not losing a trade. Now that we got NFP out of the way. All right. Yeah, next two candles are TP. I would say the next two candles after this candle. Now that we pulled back some. I bet the daily flip bearish too at this point. Let's see. No, we're close. We're still a little bullish. Daily's gonna flip bearish in the next candle or so, and then as soon as it flips bearish, we'll see it get everything it needs. Once we get like some more money just to play around with, we're gonna run an account in which we just try to trail stops and stuff. But that's probably not gonna be for months. Trade needs to pay the bills for a while first. Or it needs to start paying the bills again. Our daily range right now is about 70 pips. I kind of like this daily candle on here, but sometimes it gets in the way of stuff. I guess like once we're already in the trade, it's like kind of cool to have on, but daily's like right at the opening price. Once we flip bearish though, I think we'll hit TP rather quick, to say the least. To say the least. Dude, watch this be the one day it goes 5 pips and turns around. Um, yeah, I shouldn't have said that, but we did. It's all good. It's not gonna happen. Um, but the name of this indicator is PO3. Let me look it up because it's this one. It's HTF power of 3 by 2 degrees spelled out TOO degrees 12.2K. HTF power 3 by 2 degrees. It's helpful. It's helpful to have sometimes. We probably need to change it to what our daily candles look like right now, or what our candle colors are. Or you know what we could do? We can make it like literally what the daily candles look like to the left. There we go. It's red, but we all know the red candles on our daily are bullish. So. Yeah, of course, brother. It's a cool indicator, right? I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot except give you something to look at, but information's helpful if you know what you're looking at. Yeah, I know, I know. I've been kind of reckless by saying stuff like that. One thing though, I will say this. One thing that when I first got into trading, like, and a lot of people like don't understand this. There's some things like that like were to pray for, and other things were to like God's like trying to have us do. So like when I first got into trading, it was like I'm praying, should it go up, should it go down, da da da, and like he corrected me pretty quick, and like I had this thought, I was like, man, everyone everywhere is probably praying, asking it to go up and go down. He was like, you don't need. He's like, you need to learn how to trade. You don't need to ask me if it's gonna go up or down. For real, that's like what I felt I heard in my spirit. Um, and so like when it comes to like saying stuff like oh, is the trade gonna go up, is it gonna go down, like, I really believe our words have so much power to impact reality, but you have to think about it too. When it comes to trading, there's millions of people right now speaking against it going up, speaking against it going down. So trading's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we could try to do those things that we do in like other areas of life, like speak to it, this and that, but like God showed me pretty early on, like he's like, you just need to learn how to trade. You don't need to learn how to like try to do these different things with trading. Like, you're gonna make money from good trading, not from, hopeful thinking or wishing or praying. Like, when it comes to trading, that's what he showed me, because it's like, you don't need to pray for, your TP to hit. You need to pray to learn how to get trades, to get into trades that hit TP. You know what I mean? Pray for consistency, for self-control, for discipline, like those things. So that's why I joke around sometimes too, because like I know that there's people joking around in other places. Like, it's not, there's too many opposing factors. Um, but yeah, so that's why I just josh around sometime like that. But daily flipped bearish for just a second. It just flipped bearish for just a second. Dipped lower for the day. Yeah, there's some things that God will like walk us through, and he'll hold our hand with, but yeah, he wants us to learn how to be responsible and stuff like that. And he'll teach us how to trade, right? He'll teach us. All right, we're locked in. It's TP time. It pushed exactly 4.9. Yeah. It didn't push 5 though. It did not push 5 pips. Did not push 5. Yeah, you gotta count the spreads. Otherwise, that'd be unfortunate, right? Yeah, that red candle's confusing though. Let me just do this. Change it. We don't really want it on right now anyway. I was just looking at when the daily was flipping bearish. Alright. I think we're gonna manage just fine though. Two more candles, two more. That's all we need. We'll give it two more. Oh yeah, if this candle keeps up like this, we're definitely hitting TP. Clear as day liquidity void right down here. Yeah, we're definitely hitting TP. This candle's about to flip. Definitely about to hit TP. That is the most obvious liquidity void ever. They are 100% putting people's stops right there. The whole thing's about to get flipped in the next candle, watch. That's called a liquidity void. It didn't press down at all. We simply closed at the low, opened at the low. Price about to flip. Yeah, this is such an obvious fake move. It's so obvious that it might be a fake move. Which means it might work. It might be a real move then. It might be a real move. No. No. It's such an obvious fake move that it faked the move. Killer D left the group chat. Can't handle the negative risk to reward. It's okay. It's okay. It's not for the faint of heart. Might be a double bluff, yeah. The only way to bluff a bluff is to fake out the people that are looking for the fake outs. People just have to understand that this pullback sometimes is part of the trade, right? It's an important part that people don't talk about. I wouldn't stress about this. You know how many people are buying right now because of this? Honestly, I really still believe this trade's gonna take profit. I'm not joking. The main reason though too is because I saw the data and I know how like a lot of these trades would play out. You got to think about it. Let's do this. Let's just do this. Let's flip this way for right now. Let's say people bought on that bullish engulfing and they put their stop loss right here and now we're going higher, right? The markets are just not going to give these people an obvious 2.5 risk to reward like that, right? What's the nature of the markets? The nature of the markets take stop losses, so they're going to kick higher and then sweep lower. That's what we're going to see, right? Because otherwise we're just seeing such an obvious high risk to reward setup, and the markets don't give obvious high risk to reward setups, right? That's why I'm like pretty sure we're hitting TP. But you get to a point too where it's like you don't really flinch when it does stuff against you. It happened all week. Friday it did hit stop, but like it went against us like probably most days last week. I don't get scared that the trade loses if the trade's gonna lose until it loses. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, now it's over. Oh, it's more playing around for sure. There's a few that just go straight to TP. But that's the whole point. Like you give it enough breathing room, it's you're coming in line with the nature of the markets, and the nature of the markets is just to chop and collect stops. So that's why like even the days where it pulls against you, that's why the data, if you guys can back test it too, do it from 8:30 to 10:30 only based on the swing points that get first established in here when the candles first flip direction, and then test the double breaks. Test this entire year. You'll see that it rarely loses, but there will be days as long as you maintain a 20 pip stop loss, there'll be days where like the most it plays around is like 15 pip like around that area, and then it'll go to TP. Right? We have to change the way we think about our stop loss. Our stop loss is strictly like a safety net where it's like, okay, if worst case scenario, like, okay, we just got destroyed in the markets today. Let's just cut it off at this point. But we're just going with momentum, the way price is collapsing, and coming in line with the nature of the markets, which is to take stops. And when we do that, especially during the New York kill zone, the 8:30 to 10:30 period of time, we're going to hit over and over again, even if it pulls against us some. Right? We got about 15 more minutes though on stream. Then we'll update everyone in the chat afterwards. No issues with stream today. It didn't cut out at all. We don't have any. We didn't have to restart it at all, so that's good. Bro just really left the chat though mid trade. He didn't even he as soon as it started pushing against us, he just left the chat. He was not interested in finding out if this one plays out. Something's not right. I'll tell you one thing's for sure. If we do lose any of our trades this week, it's not going to be today. It's just not. Yeah, we're going to get that drop. Next two. Hey, that's next two candles is the rest of our stream for us, so we better do it in the next two. Next two candles finish off the stream, so we're reacting off this fair value. Yeah, we're reacting off a fair value gap, but at the same time too, it's like fair value gaps are good once you've taken liquidity. Like the most liquidity we've taken's in here, and I'm talking about like higher time frame liquidity. Immediate price action is collapsing right now to the downside. We did get one break higher, but we only got a false break. Look, if we continue to track these, I track them in my head still, but I'll draw them on for everyone. We false broke higher at this point. That's it, right? So that false break created also liquidity down here. SMT right here. People are buying off of this demand. Stops under here, right where our TP's at. That's how we know it's gonna hit. That's how we know. Next two candles. Here's the first one. That reaction off that fair value gap too is now people are putting stops below. People don't realize this, but fair value gaps at this point in time as well, they're also now points of liquidity for retail, right? They weren't used as much by retail back in the day, but now they're used all the time by retail. So people don't realize that they got thrown in there with now those liquidity grabs and points of interest. So many stops right there. There's no way these people can get their way. Our take profits literally look at our trade right now, and you would say that it's the exact opposite of what most people are in right now. The exact opposite of their risk to reward, the exact opposite of their stop loss, the exact opposite of their take profit. Full ported on the wick up. I know they did. There's a fair value gap entry, SMT entry, engulfing entry. Oh yeah. Yeah, way too much going on. And meanwhile, it hadn't even taken any like significant liquidity to the left. Meanwhile, we're all just inside of here. Now, had all this stuff happen like maybe below this range, like down here, had we had this pattern down here, maybe we really would be coming up, especially under this low. Like, let's get rid of this. If we had it below like right here, I mean, that's kind of what we had over here, right? We saw price displace and then push higher, or displace to the upside by these fair value gaps and all that. But yeah, this is just getting people stops. See, that's the thing that's super important, right, guys? Like, we see stuff like this, but you have to look at where it's at, right? Like these patterns are forming, but where are they forming at? they're forming in the middle of nowhere, right? There's no real reason to actually pay attention to these patterns unless they're sitting outside of an obvious point of liquidity that just grabbed, right? Which the only liquidity we've grabbed is just this internal liquidity, which is really just part of the distribution to the downside after taking that higher right here, right? Took this high right here, and then what's it doing now? It pushed lower, pulled back, it's pushing lower. Are we gonna fill this entire thing? I don't know. We're at least filling that right there. Those opening prices, at least. We need this trade for the accounts, though. I know that. What's up, Lewis? UNGU for buys or sells? For sells? Oh yeah, GU's selling off too, huh? Let me track. Oh yeah, GU's got those nice sells. We would have had our entry right here. Unfortunately, we're on Euro, which is just disgusting right now. It's actually reacting off that fair value gap. That's what they want us to think, though. We've always got such like a strong bias for whichever trade we're in. You'll never sit here and hear me telling you that this trade's not going to work until stop loss hits. I think you'll get it. I think we'll get it with you. It's just a matter of when. We got about 5 minutes though until I'm gonna close down the stream. We'll let it resolve on its own. We don't want to be glued to the charts too long every day. We don't want to get burnt out. So I was hoping we would be at TP before stream ended, but it looks like it's gonna take a little bit longer. Yeah, with GU that GU confluence as well dropping like that, that's actually a good indication. I don't look at it enough, but when I do, it does help. It does help to understand where the dollar's at compared to the European currencies. Oh no, it would just be the stream. We're still letting the trade close out, or yeah, play out. The trade's only gonna close out by TP. I was gonna say TP or stop, but this one's pretty much on its way to TP. So yeah, the trade will keep the trade open. We'll keep the trade open. If we get a good push down and this candle will stay on for 5 minutes just to watch it together, But I don't want to stick around too long because I gotta get some stuff done and whatnot. I've been getting stuff done while we've been streaming, but I gotta get into my day a little bit more. Wow. Here's what we'll do. We'll keep the stream on as long as we're printing bearish candles. If we print a bullish candle, we'll just get off and let it play out. As long as we print towards TP, we'll just stay on. Because if it's in 10 minutes, we just hang out with you guys. But as long as we're printing bearish candles, we'll stay on. But the moment we see a bullish candle close, we'll just let it play out and update the chat room and Telegram and all that. For real. It's trying to get more people to buy. That's what it's doing. That's definitely what this green candle was for. Give it 2 more candles. 2 more. Yeah, no, but for real, seriously, we'll let it go until we stop printing bearish candles. Sorry guys, Monday's a little slow. No news, but I really think this is a quality setup, all things said. All things considered. Alright, we're still getting our bear candles. I'm gonna show you guys something cool while we do it. Alright, so let's just go to like Euro US dollar and let's get like the FXCM price or whatever. Okay. Now watch this. You take just random points in price, right? We'll bar replay to right here. And like, let's just say we'll buy, all right? We'll buy whatever price is at when we go up, all right? So let's go up with this risk reward, all right? Just, you'll get what I'm doing here in a second. Completely random. You need to win 4 out of 5, right? So watch. Alright. Price hits TP. That's one trade. Let's just do the opposite every single time. So now we'll sell. I'm gonna prove a point here. Oh my gosh, my point didn't work. I was gonna show you guys that complete randomness. You could probably hit like tons of trades. You guys get the point though. No, that's why honestly, I thought that would be a good idea. It wasn't. Just ignore all that. We get in our trades for a reason. We don't do it randomly. This strat is how a lot of EAs work, though. A lot of bigger institutions run a lot of EAs like this. Now, the only difference though is they take a lot more trades than one trade a day. They're pumping out tons of trades, and they're doing super low risk, and they just know over time the numbers play in their favor. But that was a funny example. Yeah, just ignore all that. We need to print a bearish candle though to stay on stream. Did price close higher? Oh, I don't even think price closed higher than there. No, it did a little. It closed a little bit higher. That's a good point. I proved that. Straight to stop. Straight to stop loss. But you did see that trade, right? Price was breaking higher on that trade, so obviously that's why we lost. We were selling in when price was breaking higher. So, had we had the setup, we would have proved the point a little differently. All right. Like we said, guys, never doubted the trade for a second. Not for a second. We knew this entire time. Alright, this candle is closing bearish. And we will see if we can keep closing bearish until we hit TP. Otherwise, we're going to sign off. What do we say though? Liquidity void, price is attracted. It'd be crazy if it just grabs it and then takes off. Alright. Let me get rid of this. This is the question. Are we going to be in our prop accounts after today still? Or am I going to be in mine? I'd like to say yes. Let's see, it almost pushed that 5 pips. It almost pushed the 5 pips. Halfway to TP right now. We inverted that fair value gap now too, just so you guys know. Which means order flow is now again to the sell side, and we respect it. No, we inverted that one too on the buy side. But we just most recently inverted a bullish fair value gap right here. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean we have to drop lower, but it could be a good indication. right? Fake rejections to go higher, and then price closed lower. Now we could see lower prices. All things considered, though, fair value gaps, they significantly helped me last year in my trading. They have to be my they have to be my um favorite analysis by far. Fair value gaps. Even though I don't like really use them right now, fair value gaps and candle range theory have been probably most beneficial to my understanding of the markets to identify like order flow, liquidity. Candle range theory is so good for liquidity. Like I would rather trade candle range theory, candle range highs and lows as points of liquidity than any other point of liquidity. I think that's why previous day candle highs and lows work so well is because it's just candle range theory. But even more than that, like that's I think why we have some of the best trades off of those. This candle might not print lower and we might be signing off. What do you guys think? Are we gonna hang out or no? We might close bearish still. The stream might go on. The stream might go on. Sweeping the previous candles low, like we just talked about. Will it close lower? I don't know. What do you guys say? Are we hanging out or are we signing off for the day and letting it play out? Oh, honestly though. That's the thing though about candle range theories, it's so fractal. There's candle ranges within candle ranges. Like if we had to say where we're really at right now, we're probably inside of this candle and we swept the high and now we just swept the low. Wait for two more. Just two more. Yeah, we do have to see. You have a good point. I hope you're wrong too. All right, so since the candles are no longer printing bearish, we're gonna sign off. No, we really should though at this point because this trade could take forever now that it's just pushed up like that. Yeah, so we'll let it play. I mean, I'm clearly staying in the trade. You guys know me, but still on the prop account, still on the cash account. Um, yeah, I don't know what the heck it's doing right now though because it just failed to go lower. It didn't even grab liquidity, so I don't know. It's been weird, but I don't think we're gonna lose. I think it just telling people to buy. Like, we still have only broke once to the upside. Second break wouldn't even be until, I guess it would be this candle. If we break above here, that would be an indication of higher prices. We'll see though. At this point, our day is well spent on the markets. So, oh yeah, don't take it to heart. It's the last thing we want to do. I don't think we're gonna lose though. That's just the mindset we need to stay in. But yeah, this we could be here another hour, so let's just close it out, guys. I'm gonna close in prayer, and then you guys are in the chat room. We'll update the chat room, you guys know, and we'll see how this plays out. But yeah, there's no point just watching it anymore. You know, we'll watch it for so long, but after that, it needs to resolve on its own. Otherwise, you get like chart paralysis. So, Father, we just thank you that we can come to you in the name of your Son Jesus. We thank you that he died for our sins and for the sins of the whole world, and that he showed us how much you love us, God. And we just thank you that we have your character, your nature revealed in your Son Jesus. That way we can look at his life and get to know how you feel about us and how you care about us. Father, just give us deeper revelation of your love towards us and towards humanity. Help us to continually growing in that, so that way we can just constantly get to know you more. We thank you for bringing us together as a community. I pray a blessing over my brothers and over their trading. And I just pray that you're continually pouring out your favor upon them and our trading in this channel. We love you, God. We need you. Help us get to that place of alone time with you today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. All right, guys. We're going to sign off for the day. I'll keep you guys updated. What I'm going to do right now is I'll do it with you guys. I'm going to just set reminders right here so that it notifies me. Now, this is super helpful because then you don't have to watch it anymore. So let's do that. That's TP. This is stop loss. And now once it notifies me, I will notify you guys. But yeah, alright. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. We'll be back on stream. But if you're not in the chat room, just get in it and we'll update you with the trade. But I'll see you guys. Love you.